Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you're having an awesome day. Welcome back to another Cars 3 diecast review. Today, here we have the Demolition Derby Racer, Patty. She is so awesome and so unique. Probably one of the most unique ones we've seen yet. So let's get right into the review of her. She's in 2017 Cars 3 Singles Case K. The entire list of contents is in the description below, but some other good ones in the case are Chase Elliott, or Chase Racelott I should say, Bubba Wheelhouse, Ryan Inside Laney, Pileup, Rusty's Lightning McQueen, and there are some other awesome ones in there as well. I found it at Walmart in a big end cap shipper at the end of an aisle, so it actually wasn't that hard for me to find. So hopefully, if you live in the US and you want these, you can find them pretty easily as well. If not, eBay and Amazon are always options. But if you don't live in the US, that's fine because, to my knowledge, this case has been found pretty much everywhere worldwide. Europe, Canada, down in Mexico and South America, Australia, so it's a pretty widely distributed case, which is definitely a good thing. Now, as you can see, there are two variations of Patty, one of them with a black, darker roof, and the other with a lighter, kind of grayish tan roof, and the eyes are also slightly different, so we'll get more into that later on when I open them up, but all you guys need to know is that sometimes if you find one end cap shipper, it'll have the light roof version, but say you go to a different store and then they may have the dark roof version. It's kind of unlikely that a store will have both, but I guess in theory it's possible. But to me, I found the light roof version and then I bought the dark roof version from a friend, Faux Wheel Drive 7 actually. And I didn't even go and look for the dark roof version. I didn't even go to another store because I just don't have that kind of time nowadays, so it was easier for me to order it online. But I don't think it would have been that much harder to find the other variation. So let's just take this one here and take a look at the package. The packages are the same. Cars 3, black and red design, of course. On the back, you have Rusty's Lightning McQueen, Chase Racelott, Bubba Wheelhouse, Pileup, Ryan Inside Laney, and Dirt Track Fabulous Hudson Hornet. I've reviewed all these before, and my review to Pileup will be in the description below if you want to check that out. Blindsided by a new generation of piston cut racers, Lightning McQueen finds himself suddenly pushed out of the sport he loves. To get back on top, he will need the help of a young race technician, inspiration from the late Fabulous Hudson Hornet, and guidance from a few old friends along the way. So I will open both of these up. I do have two to keep in the package right here, so do not worry. I am covered on that front. So yeah, I'll just be opening these two up and we'll get a closer look at them. Now, if you were wondering which version of Patty is accurate to the movie, the dark roof version is accurate. As you can see from these screenshots from the Demolition Derby in Cars 3, she does in fact have a dark roof, not the light one. So it seems like Mattel maybe release some of these first, which may make it the rarer of the two in the long run, and then realized, oops, we kind of screwed that up, and then went to this one. And the other difference is in the eyes there, so you can kind of see how it's darker, more outlined around the eyes, whereas here it's just not. But really the main difference is in the roofs, and also kind of the back as well. Yeah, the coloring on them are very different actually. So, as you can see from those screenshots there, Patty actually had a speaking line, if you remember, which is amazing because most of the Demolition Derby contenders like Jimbo, Pileup, Hip, Broadside, etc., did not. So basically, when Miss Fritter is chasing McQueen, she's pushing 3, I believe, Demolition Derby racers, and so there's one there that doesn't say anything. Then you have Bill, who is the Pixar Ball Demolition Derby contender, I guess you could say. I know I'm repeating Demolition Derby contender a lot, it's a mouthful, but anyway, they're kind of like this, so from that angle you couldn't really see the roof, and so Bill says, "Hey Patty," And Patty says, "Oh, hey, Bill." So I also like that they stuck true to the movie and didn't change their names because it was kind of a minute detail in there, but it's good that they, kept true to that. So that was her appearance mainly, and then she did appear in the background a couple other times. And so any pictures I'll find, I will put on the screen there. So as for her release, she is just being released as a single at the moment, but may be released in the future. Now let's get on with the review of her. So as you can see, the coloring on the hood is another pretty big difference. It's just more gray and then rusty and dirty on this version. And then on this version, not so much dirty, but more just kind of rusty on the sides here, which is just weird that they changed it up so much. And then she does have one of these exhaust headers, which is basically an exhaust pipe, but just not in the normal spot. A lot of Demolition Derby contenders have these though, like Pileup, for example. He just has really small ones there on either side. And then let's say Broadside's another example. His are kind of like side view mirrors. That's what they remind me of. And they basically just help with the flow of exhaust. So a car, when it's like going around in the Demolition Derby, which is a lot of work, these exhaust headers help, I don't know, just kind of remove all the gas and everything and make sure the car is functioning at full capacity. That's at least my understanding of it. Now she just looks weird. This is why I said she was unique, because it looks like her mouth is like cut off and everything ends at her nose and the headlights that are broken right there and there. And then, but you can see down here, she does have a mouth with two little teeth sticking out, and it is kind of like a black bumper there. So that's pretty interesting. Something that you couldn't really see in the package. Moving to the side here, she does have like she has all 4 black tires, but the ones in the front are painted white, which is interesting, and the ones in the back are just plain black, which is the same on the other variation as well. So that's something that didn't change. But looking at the side there, you can just see some rust and everything. Of course, this black circle spray painted on there. And then you have 74 in white, which is very sloppy. You can see like the paint dripping down and the little specks and everything. Pretty similar to that. The designs, the patterns of rust and the dents are a little bit different. You can see here how it's pretty white down here and how you can see how it like juts up. Not so much on that one, it's darker. You can just see some more differences, of course. Then the windows there, XX. This looks to be a little smaller XX. On the roof here, you have, of course, the dark roof. And then 74 in white. Here, same thing, but just not the same roof coloring. Why is it so bright? Camera, stop. Annoying me. Anyway, it's also like kind of a different lettering there, or numbering, I should say, because it's just a little bit like foggier. The black's coming through it there. Interesting texture. You have the bars covering the back window. They're more prominent on this version, as you can see there. Interesting. And then this is like all white. This is more of like a bluish tone. And I love this, Rust in Peace. So it's a play on Rust in Peace. RIP, And she is pretty determined and brutal to win. So she's going to put Rust in Peace right there, because she doesn't care about you resting. Nah, you gotta rust. And then you have the headlights broken off, and then the bumper. And then here are the bases. So you can kind of see these date stamps here, 1877 EAA versus 2387 EAA. And I do believe 1877 refers to something before this. So it would make sense, like I said, that they made this one first and then corrected it to this. I just don't know how to read the date codes. I know I used to know, I was told, but then I forgot because they're way harder to read than the Hot Wheels ones, which are basically just a letter and then the number for the week. I mean, I guess I could kind of maybe process of elimination, maybe I really don't know, 18th day, I don't know, that wouldn't make sense. No, I have no clue. I'll have to look it up later on or ask somebody. So let's move on to some comparisons. Like I said, super unique, so there aren't any other models that are her same vehicle type. But I brought out some that are kind of similar, like Kim Carlin's. Kind of similar, right? He was the closest that I could find, so here you guys go. Then I also have Mia. Or Tia. What is this one? Tia. Focus. Tia. Alright. Kind of similar as well. She is a Mazda Miata, in case you guys were wondering, based on a Mazda Miata. And I also have some other ones that aren't as close, like Wilmer Flats. A little bit. I don't even know why I brought out Heike. Heike's a Honda Civic. Not a chance. Justin Parsons. They're both rusty. But nah, not really. And then I have Sean Crash. I almost forgot his name. Nope, not similar. I don't know why I brought him out. But don't get this Patty confused with the Patty from Cars 1. So this Patty here spells it with an I at the end, and this one spells it with a Y at the end. And of course, Patty from Cars 1 was Mario Andretti's assistant. So that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below which variation is your favorite. Obviously, the dark roof version is accurate, but it may not be your favorite. And man, they have been doing so many variations for Cars 3. There's like around 40 variations of different characters. And some characters have multiple variations, like Dinoco Cruz or Miss Fritter. So it's really ridiculous. I don't know why they're doing this. A lot of people think it's to get the hardcore collectors to buy cars they already have again. Which, if that's the case, it's working because I bought 4 Patties when I usually would only have bought 2. One to open, one to keep in the package, but with a variation that doubles. And since it was pretty significant, I definitely had to buy one to open, but with variations like a matte or glossy Dr. Damage, for example, I think I only got one matte Dr. Damage. I'm just keeping that one in the package because I really don't want to open all these ones and have nowhere to really put them and display them. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time for another one. Bye now.